YouTube, what the crap's going on? HeirofCarthage here for the live stream, and it is the 20th of February, obviously. Well, it is for me. If you're watching this later, maybe not, but yeah, we're going to do some Total War Attila live stream. This is all part of the Make War Not Love thing that they're doing between oh crap, man, now I'm going to remember forget the name of the studio, but basically you got Creative Assembly going up against, what is it, the Company of Heroes, and yeah, Company of Heroes, and maybe, I can't remember if there's one other or not. But anyway, the whole idea is that if we play more Attila and win more battles percentage-wise than they do in their game, then you basically get the next DLC, the Slavic Factions, for free. So figured we would do a few battles and help contribute to that, because I haven't done a lot. Plus, the Creative Assembly was kind enough to send me some DLC codes to give away to you all. And so I will be doing that. So let me switch over to the chat too, where I can see the chat. So here we are in the chat. The camera's laggy. Yeah, the camera sometimes will start off laggy, that's for sure. Anyway, folks, we're going to be getting the stream started here in just a second. So give me a minute and I will be right back. We'll be hosting a game and I will be getting it started. So be back in a moment. Whoa, I'm back. I guess when I left the camera on, you could see my room in the background. That's funny, I forgot, because I'm not doing like a true green screen. I'm just doing like a, oh, what do you call it? Like this tri-def cam, I think is what I use for that. So I came back, I'm like, yeah, hey, they get to take a look at the bedroom of Carthage. Anyway, you all ready for some Attila battles? I'm ready. If you see me looking away from the camera sometimes, whenever I do now I'm not going to use the live camera during the battles, I don't think, because it just kind of will be distracting. I'll just use it on this screen when we're getting the battle set up, and so I could talk to you all in the comments. But yeah, I'll turn it off when we actually jump into the battles. That way it's not distracting from the battles. But yeah, I look over sometimes because I've got two screens, and the other one's over there for me, and so you're going to see me looking that direction a lot, especially when I'm wanting to check the is there a piece of cardboard on my pillows? No, there's no cardboard on my pillows. Let's see. There's a lot of stuff in the room, though, that is craft stuff that Mrs. Air makes. So let me get some stuff started here. Let's see. Let's get a game hosted. Let's see. I need to pull up Attila. So I am in Attila. I'm gonna go host a battle. A little worried about lag as I'm streaming, and you know, these games are somewhat laggy anyway online. So we'll see. But we'll do. I'm gonna call the game. I'll call it Air Makes War. And so I am going to password it. The password is 123 if you want to join. So yes, very tricky password. And trying to think of the best way that we can do these battles here. We'll do a 2v2. You know, the settings though. Yeah, I think I'm just set to like normal size units, so hopefully it's not too bad. We've already got folks joining in, which is great. We got Iberian Fanboy. Let me switch over to Attila. So let's swap my broadcaster. Sorry, I thought my broadcaster was frozen. It was kind of acting weird. Again, sometimes I think there's kind of like a weird thing that goes on with Windows 10 whenever I am moving like windows around on a second screen. Sometimes it looks like it's frozen, but it's not. So here we are in game. Let me go ahead and kill the camera. Well, I'll leave the camera on until we start the battle, and then I'll kill the camera. That way you all can, we can make this maybe a little more personal if you can see me, I guess. But looks like we're full. We got Legatist, Iberian Fanboy, and Alec.Bane here. So we'll do a Charlemagne battle to start with. I'm going to say hello all. I'm going to ask the chat here, what faction should I be? So first faction call out I see in the chat is what I'm going to pick. So let's see. Now, did someone just say that they don't have the Age of Charlemagne DLC? Because I saw that in the chat. How about this? If you don't have the Age of Charlemagne DLC, I'm about to put a code down in the chat. So if you don't have an Age of Charlemagne DLC, it is coming. So keep an eye on the chat. I will post it in there in just a moment. But yeah, what faction should I be? I'm looking to see. Someone said Lombards, so I'm going to start off with the Lombards. I can't be the Sassanids. So anyway, game has incompatible version. Do you have a mod turned on if the game's showing incompatible version? Because I don't. So yeah, people are saying Sassanids, but again, the Sassanids weren't in there. Lombards, though, was the first pick that I saw in the chat, so I'm going to be the Lombards. This is Age of Charlemagne, so they're not the standard factions. We'll switch it over. Speaking of Age of Charlemagne, here is that free DLC code that I mentioned, so whoever is quick on the keyboard can win themselves an Age of Charlemagne pack here. So boom, there's your free DLC code in the chat. So if you all want to pick that up, let me jump back in the game, and I'm going to pick the Lombards because that's what the folks asked me to be. So here we are. I'm going to go to medium funds to hopefully avoid a little bit of lag. Let's say medium funds. I will switch to land battle because I had been doing the river crossing scenario for the Battle of Stamford Bridge, not Stanford Bridge. So we'll just do Age of Charlemagne, and we're gonna do land battle. There we go. It's switched all our factions, but switch back to Kingdom of Lombardy. All right. Yes, you do have to have Attila to use the code that I put in the chat. So whoever gets that code, that ought to be fun. But yeah, I'm going to be giving out more DLC codes in the chat. Some of which, of course, are going to be better than others. The Age of Charlemagne code is definitely the good one. It says already used, so good. Someone got the Age of Charlemagne DLC code. Congrats. If you were the one that got the code, let us know. But in any case, we're going to be... It looks like it's going to end up being Lombards versus Kingdom of Charlemagne. So let's jump in here, and I'm going to try and get my Lombard army put together. And like I said, I'll turn off the camera whenever we get into the battle, so you all don't have to have that in the way of anything on the screen. So let's see. Well, we got to have a general. That's pretty straightforward. These guys are cheap. Can't go wrong with cheap. And let's just start throwing together. So these are sword cavalry. I can imagine we are going to be at a bit of a disadvantage in terms of cavalry. I forgot, we are in medium funds. Wow, well, the Lombards got a lot of cheap units, so should be nice. Man, they got a ton of cheap units. I like this. What is this, a gassed out knight? That might be kind of fun. Let's see what we can do here. If you are Charlemagne, I could be the drunken Spanish mercenaries. I don't know what he's talking about, but seems random. I like it. Tell me what's going on in the... Oh, okay, so it looks like Rano... Sorry, I'm going to say your name wrong. Kivalon or whatever he said got the code. Congrats, man. Glad you got that. Put it to good use. Go win you some Charlemagne battles. So here we go. I'm going to stick with this army. It's medium funds, so I've brought basically a bunch of cheap troops just to see if numbers can make a difference. We will see how it goes. I'm going to say ready when you all are. Good luck. Have fun. And let's check the map and make sure that I've got something halfway decent, which I probably don't. What kind of precept? Po Valley, maybe? Let's see what Po Valley looks like. Yeah, this is looking good. There we go. Alright, we'll fight in the Po Valley, which is within the kingdom of the Lombards anyway, so should be good. See, my teammates just about got his army all selected. I'm going to go ahead and, let's see, I've got a brace general. That's probably not a bad idea. Or I don't know, these guys don't have the best morale. Might not be bad to be able to impart some morale to them, but eh. Doesn't bother me if my men rout and die. There are codes? Yes, YOLO Swaggins. I'll be giving out codes during the broadcast here. In fact, as soon as this battle's over, I'll drop some more codes out there. Some of the codes I have are for like the blood and burning, like the blood mod, so not like a big deal, but I do have some other codes for like just various culture packs and stuff that they did. I'm gonna tab out and turn off my webcam so that we can hit the battle here. So there we go. We've got a couple of people ready to, or we're just waiting on the players from the Kingdom of Charlemagne at this point. I really like the multiplayer in the Kingdom of Charlemagne. It's a bit weird with Shield Wall kind of being the way it is, but it's not bad. It's a lot of fun. The Kingdom of Charlemagne has some good cavalry because of the Frankish cavalry, so I think that's going to be tough for us as the Lombards. I don't remember what cheap units, if any, though, the Kingdom of Charlemagne has, and in this medium funds battle, having those cheap units allowed us to build a huge army. So we'll see what happens. Please play with subscribers. That's what I'm doing right now. And if you all do want to play with me, that was from IIX or whatever it is. Yeah. So anyway, I will be playing with subscribers. If you all want to play games with me, the best way to do it is to follow me on Twitter, and it's at @airtweets. I'll put that in the chat real quick before we get started. So at @airtweets is my Twitter account. And if you want to follow me on there, basically for this whole community cast battles that I'm going to be doing, whenever I want to go play battles with people, I'm going to tweet out, hey, I'm going to get on this game. And so really that's the best way to be able to find me. The other good way, holy crap, I just gave the enemy team a completely unbalanced map. This is great. So we better deploy backwards a little bit. So yeah, @airtweets is definitely the best way to follow me. If you get there on Twitter, I will tweet out when I'm going to be playing, and basically that'll give you the opportunity to join me in game. And again, just give you the opportunity to be a part of that community cast. Now sometimes the community cast is just going to be me casting replays like that tournament one that I did last night. But then again, sometimes it'll be myself, doing something with the subscribers. So it'll basically be an opportunity for us to do something that is not a scenario battle per se, but just allow us to play the game together and have a good time. So hopefully my teammate, I'm gonna have him. Let's see, can you deploy right there? Let's see, who's on my team? Is it Legatus? Yeah. Yeah, the map was not very good. I don't know how in the world I ended up picking this, but let's turn that on so I can send a message to Legatus. So, yeah, he's never mind, he's got it. The map is crap. Yep. So I think that we are pretty much ready to get this started. Someone, Yolo Swaggins, asked me if I'm related to the Carthaginians. No, I'm not related to any Carthaginians that I know of. If I was, it would be completely random coincidence. I just liked Carthage, the faction. Mr. Nasty 50 is asking me which Warhammer faction will I play as first, or straw poll. I could do a straw poll, or I could just pick one. I don't really know yet. I may let you all just straw poll that one since I don't have a particular favorite that I'm leaning on heavily right now. I'll go ahead and start the battle. We're going to say good luck. Alright, so we're going to get this battle started. They must have brought plenty of cheap units too, because we only have 400 more men than they do. So apparently the Kingdom of Charlemagne's got some nice cheap units as well. I'm not like crazy familiar with it. I'm gonna tell my teammate here. So let's hold position till they come down a little. Alright, so we're going to try and hold position until they get down the hill a little bit. Yeah, the map system, it's not... Well, someone's saying they hate the random map system, and that's... You know what? The random map system is both good and bad. It's good in the sense that if you're wanting to just, find lots of different maps, it's there. But it's bad in the sense that the maps were not custom designed for multiplayer. And you are absolutely right. In that sense, the maps are pretty craptacular, and it makes it pretty hard to keep up sometimes. So just kind of see what's going on here. Let's go scout out their army a little bit. They have just standard swordsmen, similar to what I do. I wonder if they're the same unit. 29, 40, 14, 54. 14, 54, 10, 100. 40, 35, 40. Yeah, they're all pretty much the same except for the few guys, and then they outnumber me with swords. Have a bit of an archer advantage, but they have quite a few more swords. I think, I've got 6 of them, and they've got 8, plus some over here. Yeah, so he's just basically brought a huge bunch of swords, and then Frankish cavalry. So I am completely and totally outmatched by my opponent, unless I do something about it. So yeah, my teammate and I are just going to hold position for a minute. Let's see what else is going on in the comments. Egypt Total War. It looks like people are spamming out what they think the next Total War should be. Someone said Star Wars Total War. That'd be funny. Don't really know how it would work, but it'd be kind of funny. This is funny. Hey, Julius Caesar never complained about the maps. You make do with what you get. I guess that's true. It's a funny comment. Let's see. Can I play Warhammer? Not yet. It's not out yet, David. So I can't play it yet. But eventually it will be out, and I will get to play it. I'm sure Creative Assembly will send me a review copy. So happy to do that. If these guys think we're coming up that hill, they're crazy. I'm not marching uphill into overwhelming infantry advantage. So not going to happen. So in any case, let's see. Can I stick my head up my own butt? No, sorry, can't do that one for you. Soon you'll be the heir of Shrek. Probably so. I don't see this battle probably ending well for me, but we'll see how it goes. Star Wars Total War would be so dang. I just kind of questioned how it would actually work out in the end. And let's see. This guy obviously wants to use his infantry to try and get to my flank. That's understandable. Let's see what all, man, so much Frankish cav. And it is going to be such a problem because the Lombard horsemen are going to get eaten alive by the Frankish cavalry. Let's see, we got 30, 32, 45, 37, 28, 32, 50 charge bonus, 37 defense, 46 armor, which is, yeah, 36 more armor than our cavalry have. And same morale, same speed. Well, our guys are a little faster, but yeah, we are going to get crushed by the Frankish cavalry. And it's heavy, and ours is only medium. So yeah, Frankish cavalry is like a suicidal engagement for us at this point in terms of our cavalry. That's just one disadvantage the Lombards tend to have. Yeah, y'all got a ways to keep coming down that hill. Let's see. Nigel Thornberry Total War, apparently. Let's see what else we got. Should we, while I'm waiting on these guys, should we give out another DLC code? I think so. So get ready in the chat. Since there's a little bit of delay in the stream, I'm going to go ahead and tell you all I'm going to give out a DLC code. So get ready. Hopefully these guys will go ahead and march on down the hill. I mean, this is already going to be a slaughter in my opinion, and I'm certainly not going to march uphill into that slaughter. So let's see. Age of Sun Tzu DLC. China Total War would be cool. So I'm just letting them know that there's no way I'm going to charge up into that. If they want to come down and fight beyond the even ground, absolutely, but certainly not going to charge up into this particular type of destruction. I'm going to move my... so yeah, I'm about to give out... lure them down with my archers. Yeah, I could, but then I have to flee back, and they have enough cavalry that they could pin me while I was retreating, so that would be kind of dangerous for me to try and lure them down. But yeah, I basically just told them that I'm not going to attack uphill, so if they want to sit there for a long time and make the stream boring, we can do that, but otherwise we need to come on down the hill. Let's go ahead and give out the DLC code real quick since we're just waiting on them anyway. So how about we give out a Viking Forefathers Culture Pack? So if you already have this, obviously it's not, please don't take it, but I guess I can't stop you. But here comes the code in the chat, so get ready. It's a Viking Forefathers DLC, or Viking Forefathers Culture Pack. So if you do not have the Viking Forefathers factions, here it comes. Enjoy. Ba-bam! Code is in the chat for Viking Forefathers. Be quick. Have your Steam thing ready. Looks like they are indeed moving down, so this ought to be good. Looks like we got decent bit rate on the stream, so we should be good. All right. I'm trying to see where the, I think that the one Frankish general is hidden. I see a Paladin Guardsman over here. I forgot that the Paladin Guardsman is a good anti-cav unit as well. Attila is 75% off on Steam right now. That's correct. I believe it is on sale, so Attila in general is on sale right now. I also believe there's like a Total War Master Collection that's on sale that comes with like pretty much all of them except for like Attila. And I want to say that it's only like $30 right now. So, I mean, it's a pretty good deal. Yeah, can you slow the match down? I can't keep up. I know, right? Yeah, I shouldn't have picked this map. But, yeah, definitely, like I said, can't be attacking into that kind of suicidal death. See my teammate. He's got plenty of spears on the flanks to help out with the horsemen. He's got some Levy Axemen and stuff in the center. And he's up against far less infantry. Looks like he's got swordsmen coming at him. Swordsmen, armored swordsmen. So a mix of swordsman and armored swordsman. It looks like the guy across from me, Iberian Fanboy, is the one that's kind of approaching me cautiously. It looks like his teammate's considering some type of attack here, which might force him to attack as well. There's my archer. We're well outside of each other's archer range at the moment. So I normally don't like to just sit here in my deployment, but because of the ridiculously unbalanced nature of the map that I accidentally picked, someone asked in the chat, do you think Attila is optimized? That was Mighty Wolf. No, Attila is extremely poorly optimized. In fact, I have a desktop 970 overclocked, and on the max settings, this game lags like crazy. Frame lag. So, I mean, it will just kill your frame rates whenever you're trying to play on max settings like that. So, Attila, you have to have a pretty beastly machine to even attempt to run on the higher settings like this. I have an i7 4770K. It is not overclocked, but my graphics card's overclocked. I have a ton of extra RAM and stuff like that. So basically, it is. Yeah, my teammate's going to attack, so that's good. I think that if he attacks here, he has some chance, especially if I kind of help support him. And we might be able to use this opportunity to end up forcing Iberian Fanboy into an attack. Actually, he's going to move forward, so I can't let Iberian Fanboy have his flank, so I'm going to move forward just a bit. The bad thing is that means my archers will be firing uphill, but since I have a numeric advantage, it's a risk I'm willing to take. I would take my Gastald cavalry out and try and go for some of those archers, but I don't think it would be a good idea because the flaming arrows from these guys up here could wreck my Gastald cavalry. Though if we make a quick move here, I'm going to give an attack order on these mounted archers. I'm going to try and use my Gastald cavalry to help support this fight real quick. I'm going to make him think I'm going to hit his archers here. But I'm not. I'm going to go ahead and wreck my Gastald cavalry right into this engagement and see if I can flip it around. But I am going to take a lot of archer fire. But there's a lot of armored swordsmen and stuff in this engagement that hopefully I can put a pretty good wrecking on. Fortunately, they have not switched over to flaming arrows. And I might be able to turn this infantry engagement to our favor. We're beating those guys down pretty quickly with the Gastald cavalry, but I'm also under heavy archer fire, so just something to be aware of. Kind of got an archer fight started over there. I need to get out of here, so I'm actually going to just pull through. Ooh, actually pulling through, I forgot how bad that is in this game. Crap, I just got my Gastald cavalry murdered. But at least we helped swung that engagement a little bit. If I can help my teammate pull something out of this engagement, it'll help me vastly. I need to go ahead and get my swords into shield wall. I can't even dream of taking an engagement without being in shield wall.
Enemy units have rallied and returned to the battle.
So these armored swordsmen are getting beaten, but I'm going to pay for it in the form of a Gastald cavalry. Hopefully they can rout soon so I can get my cavalry out of there. But the nice thing is there's cavalry for me over here, and there's not as much for my enemy right now. I am in shield wall, so this is good news for me. My opponent is attacking me in shield wall, which means that engagement ought to go well for me there. There is some lag in the game. Let's see, let's just be careful of this over here. Let's go ahead and start trying to get around the flank here. Gotta be careful with my general because there's plenty of paladin guardsmen and other stuff around. So let's just kind of pull him back and, well, I'll leave him right here. So I'm getting a bit of an outflanking maneuver started there. I'm just gonna let my spears hold ground as long as they can here, and I'm actually just gonna pull back with my cavalry, because I feel like the fight in the center is going to go better for me. Let's actually pull our archers back just a little bit too. I've got a wrap-up going over here. But it looks like we are potentially being wrapped up on this flank. There's a lot of Frankish cavalry still engaged there. I'm going to use this beat up unit of Gastald cavalry. Yeah, my opponent here engaged my shield wall, which was going to be a fatal error. He should have put his own men in shield wall and then walked forward. So basically I think I should be able to regroup here. My Gastald cavalry is going to be able to get a hold of a few of these archers, which will be helpful. Let's get my general back here to safety because I got some units over here. So my deployment was certainly campy in this particular scenario, but had to try and not march up the giant hill. But yes, I was certainly campy in this scenario, and I think that if my opponent would have just put his guys in shield wall and walked forward into my men, he would have easily won this engagement over here. So like, I'll try and demonstrate how we would prefer to do it. there I can just take that charge without being in shield wall, which should be safe. But like say right here, I'm going to put these guys in shield wall, and then basically you can just give them a move order forward. They won't get a charge bonus, but the shield wall helps their stats so much that it makes it worth it. Because you certainly have to take shield wall into account. Let's try and push this cavalry over here. So yeah, that's basically the only way that you can move. I'm going to go ahead and just give a move order all the way forward. Yeah, and then see there, we'll just kind of move our guys in. Let's kind of focus some of that fire. So think we should be able to finish this one up. Pretty good shape here. But yeah, see how I just walked my guys in shield wall forward? So now they're in shield wall, and they'll take that engagement, and they'll do rather well. But that's definitely, I mean, it's not like I'm full of tips or something for the Age of Charlemagne, but that would be my advice for sure. I'm still going to lose this fight over here probably because I walked my guys a little too far forward. But these fights will actually go fairly well for me. You get a huge bonus for the shield wall, and the bonus is just too massive to ignore. It's like a plus 15 or no, it's a plus 10 I think. Let's use our guard cavalry here. Yeah, see how my guys were still winning here, even overwhelmed. I mean, they get a ton of kills, so that's the one thing that I will complain about in terms of balancing in the Age of Charlemagne, is that shield wall is crazy good. But at the same time, you know, it kind of makes it to where if you manage to use it properly, then you'll have the benefit. I'm gonna charge in here and try and save my guys. I do have a ton of archers here too. Let's actually tell my archers not to fire into that blob indiscriminately because my general's in there. So I brought in my my gassed-out guardsmen, and my archers are firing anyway. Nice. So our general's actually in there getting a few kills, so that battle's going to go in our favor. I mean, I definitely meant to engage these guys on the ground. They kind of charged forward. My guys weren't terribly far up a hill, but they were up a hill. So I do feel bad about that one in the end. I didn't want to just be a big-time super camper, but I figured 1v1 my general. Okay, sounds like fun. Where is this general? Is that him? Iberian fanboy, yeah, he's right there. His general's out killing my archers. He said you'd win, I'd have sword cav. That's true. The Paladin Guardsmen would win that fight head-to-head. I think my archers are still firing, even though they are off fire at will. Nice. I mean, who should pay attention anyway? Hey, Iberian fanboy, man, his general's a beast. He stayed in that battle like long after his army was gone, so talk about setting the example for your men. Someone's saying my archers. That's okay. Someone's saying, is Air going to write another code down here? Of course I am. Yeah, we're going to give out more codes, so y'all want some more code down in the comments. Looks like they had one unit come back over here, but it's now routed. So, yeah, let's give out another code. I guess I'll save the replays, but we'll call it Stream 1 in battle. But yeah, let's give out another code. So I'm going to unhost the game after I tell everybody GG real quick. So just say GG. Sorry about having to sit in my deployment. So yeah, I'm gonna back out of this game. So any case, I'm gonna host another one here in a moment, and it's gonna be another Attila battle. Opinions of the Slavic DLC. I mean, I've seen some of the units and stuff they're gonna have. It's really always hard to tell what you're gonna get out of these DLCs until you get to play them. So, all right, I'm about to give away another DLC code, so you all keep your eye on the chat. I'm going to delay this just a moment because I know that I want to give everybody a chance because there's a little bit of stream delay. We do need to host a new game, but I do have another code ready to give away in the chat. It's going to be a Celts DLC, so the Celts Culture Pack. So please be ready to jump on that if you have not gotten it already. So I will do that, but I'm gonna go ahead and host this game and then drop it in there. That way, again, so with the lag and everything in the stream, you'll have it. So it's gonna be the same game name and password. Air makes war, and the password is 123. So come on in and join. We'll do another 2v2, but this time we'll do it in the standard Attila. So we're gonna do Grand Campaign. And you all tell me in the chat which faction I am going to be. So pick my faction over in the chat, and then also in the chat, here is the DLC code incoming. So I'm going to drop the code over in chat right now. So this is the Celts Culture Pack that you all have a chance to win here. Celts Culture Pack, boom, it's in the chat. Go get it. Go get you a Celts Culture Pack. So the next one we give away, just to kind of keep you all up to speed on it, is going to be, I've got a Longbeards, then we'll do a Blood and Burning, and then I'm going to give away kind of a big one. It's going to be the Last Roman Campaign Pack, and then we'll be giving away finally the Empires of Sand Culture Pack. So all of those are going to be on the way, so keep an eye out for it. So apparently El Cid got a code there for the Celts, is what he's saying. So hope y'all enjoying that. So I'm looking for my faction. I saw Himyar. Himyar was the first faction I saw in here, and looks like I'll be them. So we're going to pick the Himyar. Let's say hello. And I'm going to say thanks for joining. This time Iberian Fanboy is on my side. So he can hopefully help me out here. He's going to play as the White Huns, or no, Tanukids. So that'll be interesting. Let's pick a decent map this time. There should be some decent preset maps here. Let's try Plains. That ought to give us a decent engagement zone here in terms of being fair. So yeah, I'm going to go with the Himyar. Looks like someone else is going with Himyar too. Shadow Wolf 57. So I'm going to check over in the chat, just see what people are talking out to. I got kicked out of the hosted game. I didn't kick anybody out, so you may have gotten dumped or something like that, I guess. And let's see. CA did give me these codes for free. Sometimes, though, I buy codes and give them out. So, yeah, I've done a little bit of both. In fact, I probably have some stuff sitting around in my Steam inventory that I could just give out to you all. I'll take a look at it before we leave. Can I hurry up and play? Yes. Maybe. I'll think about it. So let's see. I'm gonna get a Desert Warlord. Oh, I think they nerfed Athar's Chosen quite a bit, which is probably a good thing, to be quite honest. So these guys: Shield Wall, Zealot, Sicarius, Kushite, Shotalai. Looks like pretty expensive units there. I'm trying to remember. So the base Attila obviously is going to play a lot differently. Quite a lot differently. Yeah, let's see what they're saying in the chat. Are the something horsemen still super strong? Athar. I know they nerfed a few units. I don't know exactly what. I didn't keep up with it, to be honest. Hey, buddy. Looks like Little Air's coming in here to play. Give me just a second. I'm gonna have to pop Little Air out of the room, even though I like having him around. Hey, buddy. That's funny. I guess he wanted to come in and join the stream. He's got a few years to go, though, I think, before he's ready to join up. Let's see. I really don't know exactly what to bring here, but I'm gonna give it a shot. These guys have shield wall, so I will attempt to use it. Oof. Medium funds here, so I gotta remember that. Get a couple of Athar's Chosen. Yeah, I think I'll go with this in terms of medium funds. So I'm gonna say, ready, good luck, have fun. And let's see, I'm gonna make sure I got the Brace General. So yeah, my army's fairly straightforward here. We'll see if it works out. Little Air disapproves. He only disapproves of not being able to come in the room while I'm recording this and make a lot of noise and try and smack the keyboard and stuff like that. That's his favorite thing to do. So we are up against a Sassanid Himyar combination here, so should be plenty of heavy-hitting cavalry on the field. And it looks like my teammate has chosen the Lockmids. Lockmids is an interesting... What if I stream cheat your build? I said, I just assume everyone stream cheats at this point. So yeah, I'm not assuming anybody's not stream cheating at this. Oh, I have a little bit of money left over here too, huh? So let's see. Forgot that upgrades are super cheap in base game Attila. Sounds like everybody's trying to spam the 8th Archchosen. No, I won't be spamming the 8th Archchosen. Alright, let's see. What's the download region? So I'm in the Steam download region. It's Dallas. Looks like my teammate is the last one getting his forces together, so that would be Iberian Fanboy. I've played against Hamilcar Barca before. He's a good player, so I'm going to have to watch out. And the Sassanids can bring some tricky builds too. I didn't state any rules here either, and that's kind of on purpose, just to see how people would use that. So yeah, I didn't state any rule. Let's check out the chat here, see what's going on. Rome 2 is better than Attila. You know, I like Rome 2 better than Attila just because of time period, but Attila does add some nice features, and I do seem to get like way more challenge out of a campaign on Attila, even though it has its own quirks. Seems like you end up with all those like crazy stacks and stuff. Sure. So it looks like they're trying to limit 8th Archchosen. That's fine. I'm not worried about it. Someone keeps switching their army up and everything, so it's kind of making it funny. So let's see. Little Air is going to be our stream cheat? Probably. He's already been trying to do some work on smartphones and tablets and stuff, so I mean, pretty soon he'll find a way to do it. People are saying, can I join? The game is in progress, and I've already got it all full, so at this point, no. No one will be able to join. I've got to remember, though, too, that this is standard Attila, and the cavalry charges are real. Supposedly they nerfed the cavalry charges, but they didn't. I mean, they did, but they didn't. Like there was a bit of nerfing to the mass of certain cavalry in the last patch on Attila, but it really didn't change much. Cavalry will still absolutely wreck stuff from the front, and so it's definitely something to be aware of when you're playing the game. So we'll see how this battle goes. Should be a more balanced map. Let's drop the camera off the stream too. There we go. So got the camera dropped. And just hop into the battle here. Uh-oh, here comes the political endorsements in the comments as well. Let's give out another DLC code real quick. So I said the next DLC code was going to be Blood and Burning, so this one's not super exciting. So yeah, we'll give this one out, but it's a Blood and Burning pack. So what was the last one we gave out? We did Celts. Did I do the Longbeards? I don't think I did the Longbeards. Let's do the Longbeards. Did I give out the Longbeards pack? Can someone tell me in the comments whether or not I gave out the Longbeards pack already? I can't remember. I don't think I did. I think the last one I did was Celts. Just see if you all can remind me there. We're still waiting on someone to load in anyway. Oh, someone's saying that the reason I turned the camera off is because Little Air is actually the one playing. Not quite, but it'd be funny to think of it that way. Will I allow spectators for the next battle? Probably not. It just adds to the lag. So as much fun as it would be to just let more people in, it definitely just makes the lag situation worse. And the lag is generally pretty real in Attila and Rome 2. Let's see, got some Mathars Chosen here. Desert Warlord. Let's just stick some slingers here. And alright, got my stuff deployed, so let's see. You gave away Celts last. Okay, so thank you for reminding me. So I gave away the Celts culture pack last, which means we need to give away a Longbeard. So I'm going to throw 2 in here relatively close together. So here is a Longbeards culture pack. So, yeah, someone come grab that. That'll give you some cool factions there. And then this next one I'm going to put in, the reason I'm going to put it in there kind of fast is because it's a Blood and Burning pack. So it's just the Blood DLC. Won't be anything crazy special there. So, yep, that was the... Longbeards was the one I just posted, and then coming right behind it is going to be the Blood and Burning. So there you go, a couple more DLC that we'll give out there. So we got those taken care of. Hopefully some folks got those. Let's see, my teammate with the Sanai infantry. So these guys are, wow, they got some serious attack. Decent charge bonus, not great, but definitely a cool unit. Arabic horseman, we'll just kind of see what else he's got sitting here. He's got some of the crazy camel shot cavalry here. Or no, that's melee cavalry, my bad. Desert warlord as well. Let's see what he's got, just some desert hurlers up front. I like hurlers in this one because it slows down enemy cavalry a lot, which can be helpful. People are putting their own codes out there now, or either that or repeating the codes that I put out there. I'm not sure what it is. But yeah. Let's see. So I'm ready to start the battle. I'm going to go ahead and do it. I'm going to say good luck, have funny. Good luck, have funny. Good luck, have fun. Maybe is more like it. We'll try and fit one more battle in after this. So we'll take care of that. The next one, though, we'll need to try and get into it a little bit quicker. I'd like to get at least 3 battles into the stream today, and I want to give away the rest of these DLC. Remember, I think the next DLC that's coming up is the Last Roman campaign pack, which that's kind of a cool one to get in my mind. We have a bit of a forest to take advantage of, so I'm going to move up and do that. Someone's saying in the comments that the spread is real. It absolutely is. Okay, so I'm going to move up a little. That way I'm not just sitting in my deployment. Let's see who I'm up against. I am up against the Lockmid player as well. Let's see, he's got 4 Desert Spears, Baltha Defenders, interesting, up front. And then I see a line of Athar's Chosen. There's 3 of them in the back. He's got Ashum, Bowman, Camel Warriors, Desert Chieftain, Camel Warriors. So it looks like I have slightly better cavalry. We're going to have to watch out, though, for the Sassanid players. Savarin Cataphracts, Griv Penvar. Looks like Persian Hurlers kind of spread out across the battlefield. Griv Penvar, Savarin Cataphracts, Persian Cataphracts, interesting. I do not see his general yet, Persian Brigade supporting on the flanks. I really like the Sassanids. They are probably my favorite faction in Attila in general. I love playing their campaign. I like their units. It's just cool. They are just one of my favorites. Easily one of my favorites. Trying to get my Athar's Chosen ready to help support my flanks, and I'm trying to keep some cavalry close to the center too, because again, you can totally YOLO charge in Attila. And it's a fairly viable strategy. Shield Wall is still actually quite good even in the base game. It's just that obviously since cavalry charges are so much more beastly, it will sometimes make Shield Wall less effective because you can still wreck a shield wall with cavalry charges. It definitely still is useful against infantry to a certain extent, but you know, since you have a lot more extreme charge bonuses with different units, it certainly can make a difference. I'm going to move these hurlers just a little further out here to help support against the camel warriors. Looks like Iberian Fanboy's got a nice spread there. I don't see any big glaring concerns at the moment. We've got a pretty decent position to skirmish from here. They've got a decent position to skirmish from too, though, in the woods. They've got Athos chosen here to back up their cavalry as well, and then, you know, extra cavalry in the vicinity. We're gonna have to be careful with some of those shock cavalry. See what we can do here. Got my general to kind of help protect the center. We've got our hurlers to just be able to provide a little bit of fire if necessary. The hurlers won't do much versus the desert spears or the Balta defenders, so we will have to be careful to not use up all of our ammo. These guys are in a shield wall formation, so we'll just kind of keep an eye on that. Iberian is going to be out skirmished, so we'll have to keep an eye out. The Sassanids might try and overwhelm him with shock cavalry. Just kind of, let's take a look at some of the different units on the battlefield here. Yeah, this is probably what I should be doing in the middle of the battle. Here's my Desert Warlord looking pretty sweet. And here's some of my infantry there. Those guys are looking awesome. A lot of the unit skins in Attila are pretty cool. People have made some awesome mods too, though, to make the unit skins even better. A lot of cavalry moving to overload my flank over here. But since they are moving cavalry, I can shift more there too. I'm about to have to fall back with my army because they are about to try and double team me. So basically what we need to do is rotate. Hamilcar is going to try and ignore the player on his side and then basically help try and double team me is what it looks like. So with the 4 armored camel warriors, we should be able to help keep stuff in check. But I'll keep 1 over here just in case, because even 1 or 2 units of shock cavalry can kind of throw the whole battle. But I mean, that's Savarin Cataphract and Persian Cataphract and a Griv Penvar over there. That's definitely concerning. Though I do have Athos chosen to help. Good. So my teammate definitely making the right moves here to help support me. Let's push back up a little. So appreciate Iberian Fanboy helping me out with that flank, because they were making some moves to take care of us pretty quickly there. Looks like no one's wanting to engage, and I can't say I blame them. Whoever charges forward here is likely to get a face full of cavalry as a reward. Not particularly worried about the Ashum. I don't want to throw away my slingers though, because the slingers are so good at slowing down incoming cav charges, and that's a really useful tool, especially against the Sassanids. And yeah, no one's wanting to take any kind of frontal engagement at the moment, which I suppose is understandable. I'm gonna move forward just a little bit. I don't want to put myself in range, but they're talking through something over here. So the other team is trying to scheme up a plan here. I think the infantry for the Lochmids easily wins against the Sassanids, but it's a matter of being able to protect his troops from the shock cavalry of the Sassanids. His Desert Warlord's hidden in the back. Got some Arabic horsemen and other stuff there. But yeah, I mean, just in a head-on infantry engagement, his guys will win that. Getting a few shots on that Persian brigade, but I don't think that's necessarily super useful for my ammo, so I'm gonna tell my slingers to stand down on that one. The Persian brigade obviously being sent over here to try and help disrupt my slingers. So basically they'll probably try and use the Persian brigade to try and push my slingers. So I'm going to push it out with some cavalry. Start putting a few shots down here. I'm going to actually bring some of these slingers back just a little. Go. I've got a little bit of slinger fire hitting some of his cataphracts over here.
The enemy is going for our general! Protect him!
Okay. Trying to get my armored camel warriors in here. I need to keep some units back here to protect my Athar's Chosen.
The enemy has been sighted!
Okay, we've got to get Athar's Chosen in here to help support. I've got a shield wall in the center, so my guys should be fairly sturdy. Try and get my general over here and do some work. Let's get this cavalry out to do some work. Let's actually bring my general here to help support this flank as needed.
The men have thrown down their weapons and are fleeing!
I'm going to try and wreck on these Baltha defenders a little. There's kind of a gap in my lines due to the shield wall glitch at the moment. Let's see, this flank's getting torn up pretty well. My general is engaged by a bunch of Athar's Chosen and got mostly killed right there. That's good. Let's attack some of that Sassanid shot cavalry.
Our men flee the field.
Yeah, the Athar's Chosen just tore through my shield wall. But over here, I mean, I've got his guys held up at least temporarily. Trying to push back some of his cavalry. I'm gonna drop a brace. There we go, got a brace on all those Athar's Chosen. Gonna have to run back. Yeah, I got effectively double teamed over here, so I probably pretty much lost this battle for us.
Our men return to the fight.
So the more of the Sassanid cavalry I can kill here, the better. See if we can pull some of my men out of this fight. See if we can attack some of them. Need to get away from... What is this chasing me here? It's an Athar's Chosen. Target the Athar's Chosen. They have a ton of hit points, so they should be easy to kill, but they're not. So basically, I need to kill as much of the Sassanid cavalry over here as possible. It's going to be difficult, though. That Athar's Chosen is going to get intercepted by a cavalry unit, so that's good. So now if we can kill as much of that Persian cataphract as we can. This unit here in Shield Wall managed to get a pretty decent number of kills. Athar's Chosen didn't do much for me, but at least they helped kill some of the Sassanid cavalry. Getting rid of some of the cavalry will certainly help my teammate if he has any prayer of winning this fight. I think I'm just running through an engagement there and not even noticing it. I'm going to keep targeting the Persian cataphract here, try and take it off the battlefield.
Run from the enemy. This is shameful.
Actually, let's pelt these. No, the Athar's Chosen are about to get cycle charged, so let's not worry about them. Okay, good. This unit over here in Shield Wall actually holding up very nicely. Ton of kills now. And this Athar's Chosen's still alive. And I helped get rid of one unit there. Let's try and keep some of these units alive. Let's slow down some of these shot cavalry. Give a fire order there. They are about to wreck these infantry. But if I can slow them down with my slingers...
Our allies' general is dead.
These Dalamite warriors shouldn't do well against my infantry there. This unit here has tanked out an absurd number of kills, done an extremely good job. This Athar's Chosen is still alive, down to one man. It's under skirmish fire though, so I expect that it will die. Let's go see if we can get rid of some of those Sassanid cavalry. Oh, we're about to get rear charge here, and it is going to be brutal. I've got these Sassanid cavalry slowed down with my slingers, so I'm going to just continue to do that, but that rear charge is going to be devastating. Probably going to destroy that entire unit, so that Griff Penvar there is just going to absolutely wreck our world. Managed to get 40 kills with that guy still. Alright, we got some more of the Sassanid cavalry off the field. I just want to see if... Okay, sweet. We got rid of that Sassanid cavalry so I can run with these hurlers. This unit is about to die to Hamilcar's nice rear charge here. Let's check that out. So yeah, my men are dead. His Dalamite warriors are going to live to fight another day there. A lot of skirmishers left on the battlefield for the enemies. It's going to depend on whether or not we can get to him. I don't think we can because there's a Savran Sardar still alive. So my teammate did a nice job here. I think I just got killed too quickly. I tried to kill as many of their guys as I could, and I did kill a pretty fair number of the folks attacking me, but it was not enough. So yeah, you can see that he's still got an Athar's Chosen. The charge of his Athar's Chosen killed my shield walls much faster than I thought. What I should have had ready there was a cavalry unit to countercharge them, and it would have easily stopped that, and then my shield walled units probably could have done well from there on out. But yeah, that was a mistake on my part, so we lost this one. People saying, what have I missed? That cavalry. Yes, cavalry is really strong in the base game of Attila, so do not underestimate the cavalry. And it's also very strong in the last Roman. So we're going to end this one. Or actually, let's save the replay there too. We'll call it Stream 2. So good game to those who joined. I am technically out of time for my stream. But I might do one more battle real quick. Let's take a look at the kills there. 335 kills on that unit. That was awesome. My cavalry, only one unit getting a decent number of kills, and I think that was one that maybe got after some skirmishers or something. My general got wrecked by an Athar's Chosen. My own Athar's Chosen getting a decent number of kills on some enemy cavalry. But as you can see, the cavalry of the Sassanid player was just way more effective in general than was mine. So nice use there. Had Armenian slingers there too for the Sassanids. Those guys are pretty good. So just not relying on good infantry is typically the right way to go for the Sassanids. Just lots of hurlers and shot cavalry, which makes them a pretty potent army. For Iberian Fanboy, he had a couple of decent kills on some of these guys. His infantry was probably just getting too overwhelmed by shot cavalry to be able to accomplish anything in that case. So, whereas, I mean, you can see my infantry here suffered badly at the hands of the Athar's Chosen, except for this one. That one stayed in shield wall and managed to, like I said, get a ton of kills. Take a look at Shadow Wolf. None of his units ended up doing great. His Athar's Chosen, considering how few men they have, did good. But the rest of his units didn't really do a whole lot. This Camel Warrior did, apparently. But yeah, a lot of fun on that one. Hope you all enjoyed that battle. I'm going to say GG. Lots of fun. Let's get one more battle in here. I know it's going to make the stream kind of long. I'm going to go ahead and jump out of that game. I'm about to host another one, and let's pop the camera on here too while we're in between battles. So yeah, about to host another one. Let's give out another DLC code too. So I'm going to give out the Last Roman campaign pack, and I will save the Empire of Sand for the end of the broadcast. Actually, let's give out the Empire of Sand. So I'm going to be giving out the Empire of Sand DLC next, and I'm going to save the Last Roman campaign pack for last because it's the last Roman. So yeah, the next code that hits the chat is going to be an Empires of Sand DLC. I will throw that out there in a minute. I'm going to go ahead and go rehost the game. So let's take care of that real quick. So let's go into multiplayer battle. We're going to host, and it's Air Makes War. And this time I'm going to cut it to a 1v1 so it's a little bit faster, and I'm going to switch this over to the Last Roman. So if you want to join, you do have to have the Last Roman campaign pack. So there we go, and I'm going to well, I say I switched it to Last Roman. Actually, I think you can play against me even if I have even if you don't have the DLC. Well, actually, no, you can't because the map is called The Last Roman. So only those with The Last Roman can join. The password's 123. I'm sure we'll get someone joining here in just a minute. I'm going to take the Roman Expedition just for fun. So I'm going to say hello. So yeah, he's the one that got in the match. Anyway, here comes the Empire of Sand DLC code down here. So here comes the Empire of Sand DLC code. Go grab it. At the end of this battle, we'll give away the Last Roman campaign pack, and that will be the end of the stream. So, do you have the Last Roman? So I'm going to ask him if he has it. If so, I'm going to have him be one of those factions. Mind playing, I'm going to say playing as one of those factions. Alright, so I'm going to ask if he minds playing as one of those. So we're going to do a last Roman. Let's pick a different preset spot. What does Hispania look like? Not a very likely fight here, but we'll take Hispania. He says NWS, so I'm sure that means he's going to do it. So he switched over to the Ostrogothic Kingdom. So this is going to be the Roman expedition versus the Ostrogothic Kingdom. So should have some fun here. Now remember the Testudo is broken, so that's something for me to keep in mind. Testudo is absolutely broken. Remember the Guard Axemen are good. Give me a couple of these cheap Fondatores, a couple Ballistari. Tagmata are only medium, but otherwise decent. Medium shot cav. Clibinari are the only heavy shot cav. I'm gonna go to... Can't remember if these guys have Parthian shot. This one does, but man, they are expensive. Let's see. Alright, let's just get some infantry cranked out here. Just need a main line. Got some skirms, need some cavalry. Probably got Pucellari Guard cavalry. Let me remind myself with these guys, so it isn't an anti-cavalry type cav. And let's see if we can make the funds work here. There we go. Think that will do for now. Alright, so it looks like I am pretty much ready. I don't really remember what the Ostrogothic Kingdom has up its sleeve, but we will find out. It's been a while. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I didn't think they were that good, but the Roman expedition's a bit meh here as well, so to speak. Thinking about whether or not I should bring some Guard Axemen. Really would like to. They are quite expensive. If I get rid of them and them, still don't have enough. Let's go ahead and drop them in. I think it'll be worth the loss there. Let's grab a couple more Fondatores. Okay. And then there we go. I think I'm good. I'm going to say good luck, have fun. Alright. Rome 2 naval battles. Yeah, we want to see Little Air. Little Air is not really old enough to make it on the stream yet. Someone saying, shut up, Meg. Guard, Axemen, or OP Air. Yeah, they're strong, absolutely. That's why I'm trying to bring some here. See what else we got going on over here in the chat. Like I said, sorry the camera, I'm just looking in that direction when I'm looking at that. In fact, we need to cut the camera because we are in battle. So we will do that. And like I said, after this battle, be ready. I'm going to be putting out the last Roman campaign pack code. Let's see. Superman is OP. I guess he kind of is. Good call out there, guys. Alright, so this map doesn't look too bad. Hispania looks like it's got a little bit of terrain to it. Looks pretty nice. Can't I just show him? Show him what? I don't know what's going on in the chat right now. What are you all up to today after the stream? Got anything fun to do? I think after this, we're gonna try and get Little Air down to the park because the weather is actually extraordinarily nice here right now, which this time of year is not usually the case. So pretty glad to have the nicer weather. Do these guys throw javelins instead of the plumbata darts? I'll bet they do. There's so much oversight like that in these games. Gonna put some Fundadores to kind of slow down enemy cavalry. I'm gonna keep the Ballistari kind of back here. Get my general. And I want an Equite Promoti and a Clibinari on each flank. Okay. I think I am pretty much ready. I'm gonna kind of try and move forward. So it says I'm terrible for fighting here. I tremble from fighting. I am nothing special, so don't worry. I obviously got wrecked in the last match. Nay, I got shreked by the excellent teamwork of Hamilcar and was it Shadow Wolf that were over there? They did a great job. So definitely took me. Someone's got a LAN party. That sounds like fun. Stand-up comedy and beer. Sounds like a good time there. Let's see. First time catching a live stream. Well, I appreciate you joining there, Jeffrey. Can you give a link to download this game? I don't know. Like, it's on Steam. If you want to go buy it, just go on Steam and search for Total War Attila, and it will pop up pretty quickly. I'm gonna go ahead and start the battle here so we can get this last one underway. Say hola for Brazil. Hola? Is it similar to the way they say hola in Spanish? Because if it's different in Brazilian, then I probably can't say that. What's up, Lion Paw? Any more keys coming? Yes, there's a last Roman campaign pack key coming. So keep your eye out for that. I'm going to go ahead and move over here just a little bit. Let's see what my opponent has got. Noble Gothic Lancers. Ooh, have to watch out for that. They are a medium shot cavalry. So my Clibinari will do okay versus them. Veterans, those guys are looking far better than what I have in terms of Scutatoi. Juvenes. Yeah, looking like a decent unit there too. I do have a nice number of skirmishers and my Ballistari. He is kind of making a move towards the hill. That's fine. I just need to get up on top of this one here. Okay. Alright, we've got a position here where it'd be difficult for him to get around me. His mainline infantry is pretty much better than mine, except for my guard axemen, so I'm going to have to use the guard axemen well, as in not get them charged by cavalry. If we can do that, we should be good. Defensive testudo, or stationary testudo, whatever this is, it's not going to do me any good. So essentially, we need to get better charges and better engagements in general. He is still pushing towards the edge of the map. There's only so far we can go here. So I'll push a little further that way. He's got Sagittari. Not crazy worried about Sagittari. I'm worried about my Equites Promoti when it comes to engaging those Lancers. I'm not as worried about my Clibinari. And he does have plenty of axes to kind of help support his infantry line, which is, or his cavalry fights, which could certainly be a problem for me as well. Get all my units to run forward here. He definitely has a hill position. I do have the Ballistari, but they are shorter range. Pull these guys back down a little bit, do like that. Ballistari, let's keep these guys out of range actually as well. I don't want his archers shooting them up, so I'm actually going to pull back away from that. Should be able to draw a volley out of his archers there. There we go. Positioning is okay for the moment. Alright. Looks like he wants to push his archers forward a little. I'm just going to make sure that he's not in range of my cavalry. I don't care if he wants to waste ammo on my fundatores. Do his archers outrange my fundatores? Looks like they do. So he just wants to hold that hill position, it would appear. So I'm going to push forward. Let's do this. And let's keep my general near the center. Ballistari. Bucellari Guard Axemen. Just gonna keep our guys back behind these slingers a little bit. I want to keep pushing this flank. If his archers kind of slowly win this fight, I'm not particularly worried about it actually, so I'm gonna just keep my cavalry back here. Let's make sure my Ballistari are, they're actually wasting some ammo right now, but they are killing a few of his archers, so I'm kind of okay with that. If I could get a singled out engagement with these Noble Gothic Lancers, I'd be okay with that as well. Let's make sure my Bucellari Guard Axemen are a little bit away from that. He's wanting to support this fight out here with infantry, so I can make a similar move. Pushed off a few of his Sagittari there in the center. Let's fire at some of his Axemen.
The enemy have rallied their units.
Fall back a little bit here, see if we can lure him down the hill some. Let's just pull our cavalry back from this engagement momentarily. See if we can wreck some of his Axemen. We are actually right there. We're axing his Axemen a question. My cavalry are coming under fire as well. Let's kind of just pull back. We'll try and kite him back down the hill just a little bit here. Okay, he's used up his javelins over here. Equites Promoti ought to get a decent charge into his veterans. Let's just kind of keep an eye on all the flanks. Got a decent number of kills there. Let's move up our Guard Axemen. Okay, just do what I can here. I can pull my cavalry out of that fight now. I think his veterans will actually probably still win that fight. We need to get our melee cav over here. Let's go engage that Gothic Noble Lancer. Let's go ahead and engage our Guard Axemen here. Let's pull our crossbows back, save a little ammo. Just trade some shots with his archers here. Should be okay at the moment. I'm going to get the drop on his cavalry out here, though we do need to slow down his reinforcements. Let's do that. I've got these infantry now. Yeah, my Clibonari are going to get beaten out there. So let's just pull these guys back for the moment. So I got a little bit hasty in that engagement. This center engagement, though, goes well for me. Let's try and get rid of some of those archers.
The men are broken and running for their lives.
Let's go ahead and, well, actually I don't want to push an engagement over here yet. I kind of want to push my advantage in the center. My Bucellari Guard Axemen are doing a nice job there. We're a little bit exposed over here now. I didn't mean to make this much movement. Let's slow down this veteran. Getting rid of some of his archers. The Guard Axemen doing a decent job here in the center. Okay, we can now turn around back into that fight. Let's pull our Equites Promoti back. Let's pull our Fundatores over here. Keep our Equites Promoti alive. They are suffering pretty badly. Let's actually fall back from this engagement and try and smash his axemen with our general. Let's keep these guys alive, and let's pull back our axemen here. So we should be able to smash that axe unit pretty thoroughly there.
The enemy, they are trying to take out our general. Defend him.
Need to move up over here. Gonna have a little bit of problem on that flank. Our general will have gotten some nice kills there. I need to keep these axemen alive. They're gonna be a key part of success for me here, if I am to meet with any success. Need to pull my general away from this. Trying to get some flaming crossbow attacks into the enemy cavalry here. Just keep my general alive, but I am not having any success yet. Let's bring our Cataphractari over here. Or our Clibinari. Should be able to keep my general alive. Let's get rid of these other axemen. My Ballistari survived somehow here. Need to take out his Yevines. Over here I'm getting overwhelmed, so let's just split up and run. Let's throw my Equites Promotian just to hold that up. My general lives. I need to get my crossbows out of here if possible. Let's bring our Equites Promotian to let's attack this shot cavalry, see if we can stop their charge. I can bring my general in there and try and use the brace ability. Really need to keep these crossbows alive. And we're going to use brace. That'll make all of my guys in that fight better versus cavalry. So that's going to be huge, but he still has some cavalry left over on this other flank. My Bucalari Guard Axemen have 179 kills. They've done a good job in this battle. But they are gone now. We need to kill those Yevines. If we can potentially mop up this cavalry fight here, that would be huge, but it's not looking great. Let's see if we can chase off some of his archers. It's these cavalry units over here concern me a great deal, because he's going to have cavalry left and I will not. See if I can use my crossbows to finish off these axemen. I certainly don't want them joining that fight.
Our men have rallied.
Let's switch back to standard shots so that we can shoot faster. Okay, got my guys into combat there. Yeah, this is going to be a relatively close battle, but I'm pretty sure that my opponent here is going to take the win. Let's do a rapid reload here, see if we can take out these Yevines quicker. He hasn't noticed me just shooting him in the back, or just doesn't care, because if he kills my general, the game's pretty much over here. I'm just going to try and fire somewhat indiscriminately up into this blob. I'm going to switch back over to flaming shot, see if we can get rid of that cavalry a little quicker. Maybe demoralize some of his men. He has more cavalry though, and as soon as it shifts over here, I'm in big trouble. I'm going to try and delay it with my slingers. Definitely wiping out some of his Gothic Noble Lancers there, but it's probably going to be too little too late. And I'm going to be hitting some of my own cavalry here too. And my slingers have slowed those guys down over there, so yeah, it's going to be quite close, but pretty sure it's going to be a victory for the Ostrogothic Kingdom. I'm going to try and target the enemy general with some flaming crossbow bolts, just see if we can get lucky. If I can get my general out of this alive, that would be absolutely spectacular. Get out of there, buddy. Let's pull both these cavalry out, actually. There we go, hitting the enemy general with some flaming crossbow, though he has a noble lancer headed this way. I just want to try and keep his general tied down in that fight. I know those archer units are out of ammo, but not particularly concerned about it. My Ballistari is almost out of ammo, so it's almost to a point of uselessness anyway. If his general disengages, I think that'll buy me a few kills. I just want to get these last couple shots off here. Come on, shoot that Comez. Shoot him. Shoot her. Yeah, okay, my crossbows are dead, but they got all of their volleys off except for 3, so
definitely a big help. I'm going to try and kill these archers just to maybe flip the balance bar a little bit back for me, but there's no way I can win this. Between his Comez General and this shock cavalry, I'm in bad shape. He's definitely got the edge in terms of balance bar, and my guys are wavering. But that's why I'm trying to kill as many of these archers as I can, but it's not helping. So, very close battle. Good job to my teammate, or to my opponent there. I'm going to save that one. GG. So right there, I think that if I would have maybe been a little more careful with my, cavalry in a couple of spots, would have made a big difference. Him having all that cavalry in the late game was a problem, and certainly my crappy infantry wasn't helping much. But my Ballistari did a pretty good job there, killing quite a few of his units. Got a decent number of kills on the guard axemen as well, so not too bad. But for him, let's see, his infantry just did decent in general. This unit did very nice, that veteran. And then this cavalry unit right here obviously racked up a lot of kills. So anyway, good game to my opponent. Hope you all enjoyed the stream today. Thanks for the game. So that was a lot of fun. Close battle. I'm going to switch the camera on. We got the one more DLC to give away here. And so let's do that. I'm going to swap back over to this other screen actually. So this is the last Roman campaign pack we'll be giving away. Make sure that, I think it's up until 6 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time, that you all can be playing Attila and winning battles to help get the Slavic faction pack for us for free. So here is the code for the last Roman campaign pack. I appreciate you all joining the stream today. I do have to run. It's a lot of fun getting in some Attila battles. Keep your eye out too. I got some more videos coming up that I think you'll all be interested in. I am traveling next week, but I've got the new laptop, so I should be able to keep up with some videos, though it may be slightly lighter than normal, but we will see. Anyway, hope you all enjoyed the stream today. HeirofCarthage signing out for now, and I will see you all back on the next live stream, and we will decide something fun to do next time. I actually have some good ideas, and I think y'all are going to enjoy it, so I'll see you soon.